Hey, I just wanted to make a short video to say that I'm feeling so much better, and here's how I got here. So I noticed that right after I talked to my GI doc, who told me just the tincture of time and let things just kind of resolve on their own, I started to feel a lot better. I don't know about you guys, but I just need someone to tell me that there's nothing like broken in my body, and that's always just a sense of relief. So he did let me know that I should take a probiotic for my gut because I did get a pretty bad bug up in Canada. And so I started taking that regularly, as well as drinking Kavita, which is like has water kefir in it. And I kind of just started to eat normally again. So I had gotten into this whole thing around the histamine. So the histamine for me, I've noticed when I get sick is like raging to the point of all these symptoms come up. And I become really food avoidant. I didn't know what to eat because I was reacting to everything. So instead of just kind of, taking probiotics and letting my body heal on its own, I started to avoid food, which I think got me into this big cycle. Anytime that my fear goes up, of course, I'm going to feel worse. So slowly but surely, I started adding in like normal foods again, eating toast and cheese and protein drinks and my green drink in the morning. And slowly but surely, my GI has like calmed down and the histamines have stopped in my body. And I also started to do more mind-body work. So I'm so interested in the connection between the mind and the body. And I found this great YouTube channel, which I'm going to link below, which is what does he call it? I can't remember. It's a guy who had severe histamine intolerance, like severe histamine intolerance. For 5 years, he was like the worst of the worst, could only eat a couple foods, had crazy symptoms, including neuropathy, insomnia, so much stuff. And he eventually found Dr. Schubiner, who wrote Unlearn Your Pain. And he's really big in the mind-body TMS community. And he started working with him, and Dr. Schubiner is like, this is all mind-body. And so slowly over time, he began to reintroduce food. I love that his story includes like the first time he decided, I'm just gonna go to McDonald's, I don't care. And his coworkers were like, but McDonald's makes everyone sick. And he's like, screw it, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then just walked around and was like, okay, just bring on the symptoms, bring them on, bring them on. And I remember being really encouraged by the same kind of idea through a podcast that I heard on Geraldine Burns' benzo podcast of this woman who also had severe food reactions, and she started eating food and just saying like, bring on the symptoms, bring on the symptoms. So I've been really excited by that because I feel like the food avoidance got to be really bad. But since I've been reintroducing foods and doing these probiotics, I feel pretty much back to normal. And this had been a long flare. So I'm just really thankful. If I do start to feel some symptoms, I just say, fine, okay, whatever, bring it, body, like do your worst. Like, let's go. You're gonna make me tingle, you're gonna make me burn, I'm gonna get a headache. Fine, like I don't care. And I honestly feel like it's gotten me out of this avoidance pattern and into just living my life again. So really highly suggest doing this work, especially for highly sensitive people who have gone through these central nervous system challenges, and maybe we're on the other side, but still having flare-ups. I think for myself, at least, doing this mind-body work is really important. Also looking at the emotional triggers, like what was actually going on right before I got sick up in Canada. And my partner also got sick, but didn't get it as bad as me. So what was the emotional piece there? And there was a lot going on at the time. There was a lot of emotional stuff going on for me and a lot of stress. And I think as folks who've been going through this for years, we do need to reevaluate the way that we live our lives, or I should speak for myself. I can end up going into these cycles of like so much stress, and I feel like the stress is just not doing my body any favors. That it's important to keep really chill, even when I'm feeling better, to stay chill. And I can still, I can still work out. I was still able that whole time that I wasn't feeling well for most of the time. Once the acute symptoms of this bug I had caught had gone, I was able to go back to jogging every day. So there's a way in which I've come so far, but I think my practice now is to really tend to this mind-body connection and not get super sucked into the sensations of my body. So let me know your thoughts on that. And, there's a lot of stuff around diet, and I've been one of those people who's like low histamine, but this guy's videos really helped me to understand that there's a brain issue going on here. So I'm going to stop avoiding foods and just see what happens, because honestly, I'm a huge foodie and I want to eat all food all the time. I'm not one of these like bland folks, and I'm so ready to heal the rest of the way. All right, guys, take care and let me know your thoughts. Peace.